condos.ca here, property.ca Realty. Welcome to another edition of the Condo News. And in this video, I'm going to talk about kind of some interesting things that have been going on in the market in the last little while, and kind of the response to what's been happening on a national and international scale. And stay tuned to the end because I've got a surprise for you. So on that note, don't forget to like and subscribe this, and let's get right to it. So the past little while has been extremely, it's been like, we had the rate hike announcement last week, and I mean, as thought, it was a 75 basis point raise. Now to it's over 3%. I think it was 3.25%. And obviously the retail banks have followed suit. So, you know, for the latest rates, you know, check with your local mortgage broker. You could check with mortgages.ca, that's a great site, and others. And so I was doing a little research for a client on the weekend, and I noticed something rather that I really found interesting. So this was up in North York, and clients looking for a 2-bedroom, ideally in that area. And so I was just looking through some of the recent activity in the last couple of weeks, and I noticed a very, very interesting trend. And basically is that about half the 2-bedrooms were selling at list or below, and then the other half were selling above asking. So, you know, so the competitive aspect in the condo market right now is still, it's still very prevalent. But it was just, you know, but if you look around at other areas of the market, you're not going to see that so much. But it was just in this one little pocket. And in the same area for 1-bedrooms, you know, longer days on market, you know, and, you know, prices selling at or below listing. So in the downtown area, you know, same thing, prices continue to climb. A lot of people that I talk to are really surprised that these sorts of things are happening, but it just goes to show, I mean, you know, without sitting here for 10 years and I could give you a basic, maybe that's for another video, is like a historical perspective on the condo market. But it's very much doing what it always does, which is being resilient. 2020 was a little bit, I'll use this as an example. 2020 was a little interesting because, you know, obviously the beginning of the year started off where you couldn't get anything for anybody, and then the pandemic hit, and then everything went, you know where it went. There was a little bit of, you know, hesitancy, but then the downtown condo market just, you know, people were moving out, you know, people were, you know, rents dropped by 30%. You know, it was a really odd and interesting time. But anyway, my point is that, you know, once things started to stabilize in the fall, November, December, you know, and people realized that the market wasn't going to crash, it wasn't going, you know, people started to buy, and then the market went crazy in January, February, March. So, and throughout that year, I had conversations with many, many people, you know, and it was always a case of, oh, well, we're just going to watch and see, you know, and this was even after they had put interest rates down. And, you know, so there was a 6-month period there where, you know, people were getting great deals, you know, 10, 15% off, you know, but within 6 months, whoosh, they were right back up again. And, you know, the prices right now they're holding, but we're not seeing any explosions. So even with the higher interest rates, and again, a lot of people are, you know, they're watching to see what's going to happen. And in my opinion, the same thing is going to happen. What always happens is that, you know, the market will stabilize, and the competitive aspect will come back, and you will start to see prices rise again. Now, this is very dependent on the area that you're in. Now, if you look at the whole of the GTA, you know, things are very different. I mean, if you look at, you know, parts of Durham, York, Peel region and stuff, you've seen, there's a lot of double-digit declines. If you look at Toronto as a whole, the entire city, there have been double-digit declines. But if you focus into different areas, you'll notice that the trends are very different from one to the next. So there's reading headlines and listening to the media is, in my opinion, unless it's a really well-researched topic, is just you're just not going to get the accuracy or the knowledge base that you're going to get from something that's real estate based, aka a realtor like me. So anyway, as I said, I've got a surprise for you. So here it is with Slick Rick with his latest condo hit. Got a video of the night, my building burning down. All of my slick suits turn to shit lying on the ground. Then my landlord called, said he couldn't pay, said he didn't have insurance, so I run him over every day. Now need a new place to reside. Should've used a realtor the first time to get my life on side.